Well,
We are
yeah,
live.
we are live.
Well, it's
Hold it.
still live, technically.
All right. I'm having technical difficulties because my intro video has disappeared.
Oh darn!
So we'll have to do our little dancing on our
I,
own.
I just love the idea that people are sitting here waiting for us, counting it down.
That's why I threw the 30 in. I'm like, I gotta look, and it wasn't there. All right. As always, Tina is not the best at this, so yeah, we'll do what we do. All right. We amazing game, Commanders game. I don't know how we all felt about it.
Good
So
Lord.
we're gonna lead into the first part of our opener, and these questions came from Sean, which some of you may know is a Commanders fan, but he was actually him and I were doing pretty well. We weren't griping on each other or anything else. We both agreed we thought it was a pretty good game, but his
Is he
first question,
okay? Is he
yeah,
okay?
he's okay.
Okay. Just
He
checking.
a couple of weeks ago, he was like, "Can we just tell the NFL we'll take a loss in this game and then we'll have an extra week?" Because
And yet he got an overtime out of it, so you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that leads into his first question was, how much were we sweating when the Commanders decided to go for two in overtime? Whoever wants to talk first, go.
I was not worried at all, honestly. I was disappointed that we gave up that touchdown so easily, but given everything that's happened this season, my thought is that they're going to score the touchdown and the defense is going to make a play and stop the 2-point conversion. Like that's pretty much literally at the moment, that's where my mind was at. I didn't know we would do it in such spectacular fashion with, a certainly arguable defensive player of the year candidate. And, it doesn't hurt to win a game on one play when you're trying to make your case. But that's pretty much how I saw it, the game ending.
I was worried.
Yeah, I recall us talking about it at the bar, and I feel like it was we knew they were going to go for two. Like they were a team with a losing record. What do they got to lose? But I felt like our defense is good, especially in the red zone. So it was all good.
Yeah, same here. I wasn't worried at all. I was more worried the fact if our offense would make another drive or try and kick another field goal. I much preferred just putting it on our defense to win because that's the strength of our team. So if they score from there, that's good on them. But I much prefer that than actually trying to see our offense, coordinate another drive and not give them a second chance to come back. So
I was worried. I'm the only one. I'm going to take the opposite.
Oh, I was worried too.
Holy shit! Did they get chance after chance after chance after chance? Shut down 4. This penalty here. It was just like the momentum was going, and I just most of the games this year, I was like, "We're going to win this game. We're going to win this game." I had a feeling late in fourth. I was like, "We are not going to win this game." I thought we were going to give this one up, and we almost did. I mean, we were a fingertip away from giving this thing away. And Mariota had the game of his life. And by the end, we made the play and they didn't, but it came way too damn close for that team. For my
I had a funny feeling about this game. I thought we had too much time off, but as they've been doing all year, they pulled it together in the last 2 minutes of the game after I've had a freaking heart attack on the couch already.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously, I mean, we could go into some of the reffing was bad in the game. I will say that for both sides. But okay, second part of Sean's question is, it's been said that we play down to our opponents in games. How do they think that will affect us in the playoffs if we come up against a team that's not as good as us? Let's say, for instance, we get like the Jaguars.
in the first round.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get a preview of that shortly. So
Yeah.
I think we play to the level of our opponents. It's not that we're playing down. We also play up. So it's like I think a lot of this comes down to the way that we play, is that we know our defensive strength. We pay a lot of tight ball control early on. And if we need to let things open up a little bit at the end, we're perfectly willing to do it. And so it's close games with slight come from behinds, and this is what we get. And it's hard to watch sometimes, but so far it's working.
I would just say that I don't think we play down to the teams. I think that this league is very competitive, and there have been very few blowouts this year with teams in the upper 2/3.
Cowboys.
What's that?
Cowboys.
Only one.
It's a very competitive league this year, and they're all professional football players, so. There have been a lot of close games that have been decided in the last 2 minutes in the last play. I will say I am not worried about meeting a team that is not as good as us when we are on the home field. And I just think that with everything that's happening this year, if we win the division and our first and hopefully our second game is at home, I'm not all that worried that we're not going to be able to play above our weaker competition.
I also think a lot of this is coming from the league and the pundits and the hosts and everybody. They want this to be offensively driven. They want 30+ scoring games every week. And this year, defenses are winning the games. They're keeping the scores low. And so I think that's where some of this comes from, that we get, and also how we get. People are like, we're the worst 10-2 team in the league, and this stuff that you hear about that.
Bring it
on.
I'm cool with that.
all day.
Bring it.
All day.
I mean, I hope we get the chance to show in the playoffs that we play a lesser opponent or whatever, because guess what? There aren't that many options of who we could play we'd be considered that much less than, especially considering how much the rest of the league thinks of our ability and skill level. What if it's the Chiefs? What if it's the Ravens? We're not going to get picked. Every pundit will pick against us, even if it's at home. Mm-hmm. So I hope we get that chance to prove it. But if we don't, we've proven we can beat the big boys and the ones that everyone's considering. I mean, this season's so crazy anyway with where everyone's at, and it's sort of flipped a little bit of who's the real top teams and who's sort of maybe taking a step back. That it's hard to say that any one team's going to be less going into the playoffs. I don't think we would have that attitude. I don't think many other people would have that attitude.
No, I agree.
I'm just going to note we are the worst 10-2 team because we're the only 10-2 team.
Technically, we're not the
Patriots. Patriots.
Patriots are 11-2.
They're 11-2.
Oh, they are. Yeah, you're right.
Because this week is their bye. Otherwise, we would be ahead of them.
We'll catch them next week.
Steve's point stands.
What I said.
Steve's point stands.
I mean, we had this conversation on Roundtable. They're like, well, if the playoffs happen today, I'm like, I'm putting a big old asterisk right next to the Patriots because they have not had their bye yet. So they have one game more than everybody else. Whatever. I'm going to lose that one. I know.
They're cheating.
All right.
They're already cheating.
Patriots cheating? They would never do that. Okay. Well, before we go, as always, people can see on the bottom, we normally scroll where we're going to be, and usually we are at almost home. However, the league, in its mighty, mighty wisdom, has decided to flex the Bear game to 325 because they're playing against the Packers. I can see why they do it. So this week, Chicago Bronco Nation is going to be at Old Crow, right, Todd?
That's right, across the street from the old Irish Oak at 3500 North Clark, just a half block south of Clark Street. And we've been there once before. They accommodated us as well when the Bears are playing at Almost Home. Almost Home will also be showing the game in the back room, so that's nice of them to continue to do that. But under the understanding that there'll probably be some overflow, I'm going to make it easy for them, and I'm going to start the game at Old Crow.
Sounds good. All right. Now we're going to get into our normal. We call it the good, the bad, and the ugly, but we're now going to call it the good, the better, and the best. Because at this point, that's all I want to see is us keep getting better and better. All right. So
we also live in Chicago.
Yeah.
We're getting influenced.
Just a tiny bit. All right. The good. I'll let the newest member go first this time. So, Brett, what's your good from the game?
The good is someone that's a bit of a favorite pick of mine. It's Pat Bryant's emergence in the wide receiving core. He's from Illinois. He's someone I'm super familiar with. As I'm a big Illinois fan, and I watched him a lot over his career there. And I thought he was going to be a great pick. I was so excited when we picked him. And Payne did his standard. Let's hide him and let's not do as much. And he's a rookie. He's got to earn his keep. But the last few weeks, he's really they're going to him in the clutch. They're going into him on third down. They're going to him on key plays. And I think they're really beginning to trust him. He's a good blocker downfield, so that's something they'll always get you playing time. They'll get you on Payne's good side. But he's a player that's making some good plays for us. He's someone I think that in the stretch in the playoffs, they're going to be willing to go to him and get some clutch third downs. So I'm pumped to see his emergence and more snaps going to him. He's someone I'm having a joy seeing, and I think he'll be a real difference maker.
Mr. Gavin?
I'm going with the combo of Bo Nix and our finally emerging Joker role in Evan Ingram.
That route was
I mean, it takes a while for those guys to get clicking, and it has taken all season for them to get clicking, but I think it finally is. Some of those throws, Bo just can't seem to get to him, and I don't know if that's a route mismatch or something, but Bo keeps going back to him. That's the thing. He just keeps hitting them and hitting them and hitting them, and then when he busted that 30-yard seam route, I mean, that was the game winner right there. Like that was almost the play of the game. Besides Benito and a couple other things. So yeah, I don't know. I'm loving, and maybe this is Sean's trajectory of maybe he sort of had that Joker card in his back pocket, and now as the season ramps up, he's starting to emerge it more, and so teams don't have time to prep for it as much. So maybe we're about to see the Evan Ingram show here, but I like what I'm seeing so far.
Mr. Believer?
So I'm going to go with the Raiders officially being eliminated.
Maybe we'll get to see it in person.
Perfect timing. I mean, it would have been cool to do it ourselves, but I like the fact that they got it done. They got nothing to play for next week. Maybe some of them will take a day off and we can have a proper blowout. So I'm definitely down for that.
They do love playing spoiler.
They do.
They sure do.
And we have something to play for, which we'll discuss later. So they're going to love to, they might like to be a spoiler for us. Today.
So the Sean Spencer will love this. I just want to say that the Washington Commanders are good. And the reason why that game was tough is because, the NFC championship competitor, that's a good team. They played well. And more importantly, I think the narrative of the country is a little bit goofy. The Broncos have beaten a lot of good teams. They've beaten the 2 Super Bowl participants. They've beaten the Houston Texans. They've beaten the Dallas Cowboys. So what's that? That's 5 games out of their 10 wins. Nobody wants to believe in the Broncos, but they're not paying attention. We are beating good teams. We are
agreed, Gavin.
And we broke the Giants. We broke. I think we broke
the Eagles.
Teams that have lost to us and have had a difficult time recovering. So, the competition we played against is very good, and we should be very happy with our record.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we're gonna go to the better. I don't know if you saw it pop up, but Sean did say good win Broncos. Yeah, it's one thing I will have to say is they were a very different team than what they've been. Dan Quinn taking over their defense has made a change. I think they're going to start surprising some people, and they're going to be winning games that they haven't been winning earlier this year. They got people back. So
Yeah.
McLaughlin's back, few others. So
if Jaden can stay healthy.
yes, he has to stay healthy.
And it's easy to forget that like teams are fluid throughout the season, right? So it's like we are catching them, I feel like, on a resurgence and still beat them.
Yep. Yeah. Sean believes in us, but Sean's also heard me talking us up a lot. So, all right. Now, better. Whoever wants to go first, just start talking.
That throw from Bo to Sutton as he's falling to the ground to get that touchdown was like next level.
Good. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that is what Mahomes has done in games, and they praise him like crazy for that stuff. The only thing that made it bad for me during the call is I could actually hear Collinsworth talking about it. And of course, he went to Mahomes and explained, like, this is what Mahomes does. And I'm sitting there screaming at the television going, and that's why he's good. Like, stop it. It was an amazing throw. So, anyone? Next one?
I'll go. Steve, you kind of took mine there, so I'll pivot a little bit and move over to our young rookie stud running back, RJ Harvey. He is certainly getting better. Is he the kind of caliber running back that we can run to a Super Bowl with? At this point, I have doubts, but I don't know. He's showing progression. He's on the right track, and he's certainly getting better. And he's saying that he's talking that said, you haven't seen anything yet. You've seen nothing yet.
He's got 8 touchdowns this year.
Right. Yeah, as a rookie. And that's pretty crazy. Is that more than Genty? I mean, I don't know. And Genty was the starter, all season. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm hearing good things about JK's recovery. I'm hearing it might not be his latest Super Bowl. We might get him back by the playoffs, but they're very tight-lipped about that. But it seems to me that he's recovering faster than normal. So if we could get him to start the playoffs, that would be fantastic. But RJ is certainly looking better.
Todd?
Or Todd.
So I think that this is a lot of teams are better, and I think that it's I listen to the national pundits a lot on this. I don't think anyone understands what's going on this season. In both conferences, there has been a shift of power. The teams that you think are supposed to be really good, they're not good, and the teams that you didn't think were very good are good. The Chiefs are an average team. Well, we might find that out on Sunday when the Texans beat them. We might find it out on Christmas when we beat them. But like everybody is looking through the prism of the past, 3 or 4 years, and the teams that have been historically good in both conferences, they're not good anymore. The better teams are the Broncos, the Patriots, the Colts, the Bears, the Packers. Who's another one on the NFC side that nobody thought? The Buccaneers, like these
Seahawks.
The Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
These are the good teams now, and the teams historically that we thought were good, they're not good this year.
Yeah, I think it's also because you've had a lot of those teams have taken time to kind of gel through the season, and they're getting better the more and more they're playing with each other, which I do think. Sean just brought this up. They're not going to be in the playoffs, but how about the Panthers? Yeah. They have shocked so many people with how they've been playing and the teams they've been knocking off. So
they did that last year, though. They got real good at the end of the year, and then they just started crap, and then that kind of happened again this year. So I don't know.
I mean, they just play really good at home. So, I mean, anytime they get a team at home, they feel like they win those games, no matter how good they are.
Brett, you're better.
My better is I love. There's been many plays. Mufunga and McMillan, when they choose to blitz those secondary guys, we see results both against the run and the pass that I love. It's timely. It's not always done, obviously, but Vance has picked his spots really well. And you see time and time again, those guys make big plays on those blitzes where it's a fumble, stopping a run in the backfield, any positive things that come out of it. And it's a weapon that I don't see a lot of other teams able to utilize. The Broncos utilize it better than anybody else in the league, as far as I can see. And you need to make plays like that in big time games. I feel like he can always bust it down to a key spot, and we can, sort of make a play, sort of change the momentum of the offense. So I love seeing that. And that's something I think is just awesome every time we see one of those guys blitz.
I just want to jump in and say, my goodness, is Vance Joseph having an amazing year, because he is playing chess with blitzing. He's playing chess, and he's doing it so well that the offensive lines they fall apart even when they don't blitz, because they're expecting the blitz, and when it doesn't come in, they're all off guard. Like, he is really, 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 really taking the talent he has and maximizing it to the highest degree.
Yeah, I mean, we were going for it all the time, trying to get to Mariota, but they were just throwing the ball so quickly. They were getting that ball out faster than we could get. So, I mean, that was a good preparation as far as the game was. My better is, I'm going to piggyback off of Gavin, which is RJ Harvey knows when to block. Because there was one guy that was coming in and he would have sacked Bo, but RJ Harvey tackled him and took him down and saved the thing, which kind of leads into another comment that Sean had, which is there were so many times we thought we had Bo Nix sacked and he would get the ball out and make a play. And that's what Bo is. Yeah. I mean,
if he Mariota too. We felt the same way about Mariota several times in that game.
Yeah, little sneaky little slimy thing.
Jesus, he was slippery, man.
Yep. But yeah. Okay. The best. So you can answer it this way. You can put it your best play, all of that, or who do you think is one of the best players on the team right now? Or if you have something else, just say it. I don't care.
Steve. I mean, I'll go.
Brett, go.
No, go, Brett.
I just think Bo showed me so much. Again, he's done so many drives this year, but Bo's overtime drive was just, he was completely in control, completely calm, like to a level that seemed like he had mastered it, 5-10 years in the NFL. And like his level of coolness and calmness, especially in the overtime period, was just unreal. I felt like, he knew he was going to score and he knew where to go. And it was not any pressure to him. He just easily knew exactly where to go with the ball. Doesn't have to do too much. Knows he's got playmakers, and it was a true treat just to see the kind of control that he brought to that overtime period. It never felt like we were going to never be successful in that drive. It just seemed like it was guaranteed a touchdown.
Brady-esque.
Yeah.
I'll go with.
Steve, go for it.
Yeah. So I go with just finding different ways to win. Like, I don't feel like there's any one formula. Obviously, our defense is a big strength, but like, who are we going to go to as receiver? Are we going to run it? What's Bo Nix doing at any particular time? Like, I don't feel like there's any one formula, and it keeps evolving. And so as we get to the playoffs, I feel like that's going to continue to grow and kind of what we can do. Like, all right, if you're planning for us, are you covering Sutton? Are you covering Franklin? Are you covering Ingram? Like, it starts to get a little complicated to try to focus on what is the thing you try to shut down about us. And so I think that is boding well for us as we head towards the playoffs.
Gavin?
Yeah, I'm going to get a little meta here, I guess, and say that, the best, what is the best? we are the best. Like, we are striving to be the best organization in football. And I'm not just talking about players. I'm talking from like the top to the bottom, from the ball boys up to the billionaire owners. Like, everybody is locked in. Everybody trusts each other. There's no huge personalities. There's no divas. All these players, these guys seem like they're friends. All the coaches, they're not yelling at each other. They're having conversations on the sideline. The relationship between Bo and Sean is super smooth. The ownership has unwavering faith in Sean and his decisions. I mean, especially during the whole Russ thing and all that, and they've stuck with him and they've given him, they're really smart about it. They're looking around the NFL and seeing what works and particularly what doesn't work. And they are just running this thing so smart. And I'm just so proud of that it's going this way, because these are the fruits of the labor that we're seeing right now on the field. And I'm just so happy. I'm so excited to see what they have in store for this new stadium. And for the next few years, it seems like they have the right people in the right place, and everybody's buying in. And I think it's freaking awesome.
I agree. There's definitely, as the young kids say, there's a vibe within the organization, and it's showing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Todd didn't go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And that's a hard act to follow, Gavin. I agree with every word you said. But I'm not going to do the best. I'm going to do the best since 1977. And I know I'm a bit older than you guys. I was 11 years old when the Denver Broncos came out of nowhere and went to the Super Bowl in 1977. This team makes me feel like an 11-year-old again. This is the funnest season that I could have ever possibly imagined. And that has nothing to do with the greatness of the Elway years, of the Peyton years. Like, they've all been really good, but I don't know if this is so much more fun and maybe it's the decade of craziness we've had, but it's the win. It's the ridiculous win streak. I don't know if we've won 9 games in a row.
Yeah.
And in crazy fashion. This is if you're a sports fan, this is the kind of season that you wait your whole life for. This is the best season. I don't know what's going to happen on Sunday. It can all come crashing down. In 77, they did not win the Super Bowl. But after all that we've been through the last decade, for a number of years, we'd be in first in December, and we'd be playing out the string. We are, except for a bye week, we're the number 1 seed in the AFC. It's incredible. Even if you were
NFL, not just AFC, NFL.
Right. Even if you were optimistic about this year, did you really think that we were going to be one of the 2 best teams in the league right now? That's great.
No.
So, everything you said, Gavin. I'm just very fortunate to be a Bronco fan this year,
and a Denver sports fan.
And it does.
Something they set a record. The Nuggets, the Avs, and the Broncos have all, in the last few months, have set a record. No other team has a better win percentage. The Patriots came real close to doing it with Boston, Celtics, and the Patriots and everything. But no, Denver right now is a holy grail of Denver sports era right now.
It's a moment
we're watching.
Moment that we should appreciate.
It's cool.
All right. We got a rival coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be playing the hold on, get this off. There we go. We're going to be playing the Raiders. Okay, so I alluded to this earlier. This game actually is important for us because if we win the tiebreaker with the Patriots. So we would have the bye week because we have a better record between the same teams we've played within the conference.
Yep.
So it's important for us to win this game. So let's injury report. Nothing really in there. Ellis looks like he's coming back. Adkins is still out. He didn't play again. And another guy, Jones, DJ Jones, was injured in the game last week. So there's not that many people that are out. There's somebody else that's out, but I don't remember who it is right now. But they also participated. So I don't think that's going to be a big deal. They'll probably be there on Sunday. So keys to victory. What do you guys think we need to do? Just start throwing out ideas. I don't care. I feel like
I think today is a real this week is a real test of if they're good. Like this, I don't feel like this is a trap game. I feel like they should win it easily, and they should. And again, every team's competitive, all that sort of thing. But the key to victory is owning who you are and coming in that field. And at this moment, a lot of close wins, all of them good. But it's time for them to send a statement that that they can blow out teams that are everything we've been talking about before. But the key to victory is it's not winning the game; it's winning the game bigly.
not a 10-9 fashion.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was the last
10 to
time.
7. Yeah.
10-7. Okay.
I'd say don't let Vegas get to you. Like don't go out to the club. Don't
They should fly in Sunday morning.
go to the Motel 6 outside of town, drive in, play the game, get the hell out. Don't
That would be,
don't do what I want to do.
It's about an hour flight or 45-minute flight. They should fly in Sunday morning. That would be hilarious.
Right.
Brett?
I would like to see the running game get going a little bit. This should be a matchup they could sort of be able to exploit. And much like Todd said, the Raiders have played like the worst team in football the last 3-4. After playing us, they've looked like the worst team in football the last 2-3 weeks. Let's go out there and dominate. Let's try and get them out of it early. Let's just make sure this isn't close. Not like it was at home. Let's sort of put them away right away. If you let them stay frisky, we've been great. We've won all these close games, and we probably would win another one. But let's just try and relax. And for all our sakes, for the fans' sakes, let's get a week where we actually get to recover our hearts and make sure that we're ready to get ready for the final big games.
Steve, what do we say?
Don't play with your food.
I'm going to go back to that.
I'm going to be a little contrarian here, shocker. And I'm going to my keys to victory, I'm not looking at this Sunday. I'm looking at our big picture here of keys to victory of winning a playoff game and possibly advancing to the AFC West and winning that and maybe even going to the damn Super Bowl. For us to do that, as unpopular opinion, we need to lose a couple December games. I think this team needs to get humbled. I think we're riding high. If we just ride this wave all the way to the playoffs and we get smacked by a really good team, we're going to be like, what the hell happened? If you look at both of our Super Bowl years in 97 and 98, we lost back-to-back December games. One was the first 7 week in 97, 98. We lost in December 7th and December 13th. And then we went on. We were the wild card that year, and we went on to win the Super Bowl. The following year, we went 14-2. We were undefeated until mid-December, December 13th.
We lost the Giants.
Giants came.
We lost to the Giants, and then we lost to the 49ers back-to-back. And then it was like, holy shit, like what the hell happened? But it provided that fuel, that spark that needed to get us over the line. So I don't know if we need to lose to the Raiders. That would be a gut punch. But I kind of feel like we need to lose 1 or 2 games here just to give this team a taste of what's losing is like, because we've forgotten. 9 in a row, you forget what it feels like, and you forget the pain of what it is. And, I think we need to get our wheels blown off for us to get a level reset before we make a charge into the playoffs. I personally don't want that first round bye. This team is too young. And I think it's too much time off. We saw how they reacted on the bye, and just a gut feeling for me, I don't think it's going to be well for us. I think we need to just keep moving. We're a young team. We got the energy. We need to keep moving, put on the gas, and not slow up, and just see how long we can drive this train.
One counterpoint to what you're saying, Gavin, I feel like we haven't easily won any game, right? Except for like maybe the Cowboys that would, but like, so I think it's kept us. I think it's somewhat kept this team humble as they are playing. Like they're not like, wow, we win all these games. It's so easy. It's like, no, they've had to work their asses off every game.
For sure.
Especially last week.
So,
Oh my God.
like I honestly listened to you openly, and I think you might have a point, but I do not want to play the New England Patriots in Boston for the AFC Championship.
No, I wouldn't either.
I want the #1 seed. I want them to come to Denver because that team is really good. We're really good. I don't know if you watched Monday night. It's the first time I've watched a full game of theirs, paying full attention. Like, they're the threat.
Yeah.
I want them in Denver, where we've always played well against the Patriots in the playoffs, especially at home. I do not want to go to. I don't want to go to Gillette Stadium for the AFC Championship.
Never, right? Never.
But,
for that. So it would be awesome. I would love it. I just, in my bones, I feel that it wouldn't be maybe just the best thing for this particular team this season.
I mean, we're the only undefeated team in the NFL at home, so I would not want to try and give away that advantage any which way. But I understand. I think if they need a slice of humble pie, they can look at any media power rankings or any media report that sort of doesn't count us as one of the best teams. I think they'll cut them down to size pretty easily. So,
Yeah.
I just want to be the worst Super Bowl team that ever won.
Yeah, damn right.
Well, we kind of talked about this on the round table. It would be interesting if it was a Bears Broncos Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
Because that would be because their side, they're the worst team in the NFC that's winning, and then us, it's like, wow.
We will not get almost home if the.
Oh no, we will.
No.
We will, because we will show up.
Yeah,
early
we will, because
and take it
the
over.
sound will be on every television in the bar.
Sound will be on, exactly.
But just kind of a little sidebar. Let's say that the Chiefs do lose to the Texans. Let's say the Chiefs lose the next 2 games and they're out. Do you see us possibly not playing our starters in the Chiefs game because it won't matter?
Yeah, I don't. I
personally don't, but I'm throwing the question.
Yeah.
I think, what Gavin said. I think that the Chiefs might not be in the playoffs, but it doesn't feel like. I think we could win every game for the rest of the season except for Arrowhead at Christmas. That just, if they pull that off, then if the Broncos win that game, then it's awesome. But I am not expecting us to win that game.
No.
Can I ask when the last time we beat the Chargers was? Does anybody know? Because that's the game that's scared. That's a team that does legitimately scare me.
If they're our very last game.
That's the one you take off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Chiefs
I
and
thought
Chargers.
we had them before that.
Nope.
No, they're week 18, so I wouldn't want to take that many days off. That'd be 2 weeks off, and I wouldn't get that many weeks off for the Broncos anyway. They're a young team. That's right. Especially then, assuming they have the bye. That's 3 weeks. Then that's way too much time.
Way too much.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the Packers game. That's the one that I think will will show what our team really is capable of doing, because the Packers are really good. So Bears fans will love us if we beat them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they will.
No, Packers are really good.
So, one last thought. Got anything else to say? Are we all done?
Just we were talking about the humble pie and what people are saying about them. I was just kind of looking up the background where Bo Nix is ranked by somebody, and they're saying that he's the 19th best quarterback. And the reason I bring this up is because of how they described it, and you're going to enjoy this, Tina. Bo Nix had an inverse Bo Nix game on Sunday night, playing well for 3 quarters before losing his powers. Denver likes to play with its food. Makes it different.
I mean, that was the thing about that drive in overtime. Like, it was like ching, 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 ching. Like, we got it all down there, and then we let them score. I don't know why or what was going on, but I mean, well, here's a question for you guys. Bo Nix versus Drake May. Is this the new Brady versus Manning?
Wow.
possible, but I think
Back
that
to me in 5 years.
We'll know in 10 years.
I
well,
would say a little too early for that.
Yeah.
on a larger scale, like one of the fun things about the NFL right now is like there's not 2 great quarterbacks in the rest of them. There are 12 legit great quarterbacks right now. So there are a lot of it's not Brady versus Manning. It is everybody versus everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And nobody scored. Bo scored the most touchdowns out of that entire quarterback class.
Yep.
Yeah. He leads that quarterback class. So
So that's my one last thought is think about Jokic going to a different sport, about how I would tell my friends like how good Jokic is. They'd be like, no, he's average. Like and that's happening a lot with Bo Nix now, and it's because the Denver Broncos are in the Mountain Time Zone and they're not on national TV very much, and people have very strong opinions of Bo Nix without ever having seen him play. They do not. That's why the Broncos are underrated. That's why Nix is underrated. But you know, time will tell.
And we always win.
all right. I mean, next week, me and Steve might be able to give a sideline report.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be in Vegas, huh?
Yeah, you guys are in Vegas, right? Yep.
All right.
Yep, we're going to be in Vegas. It'll be interesting for me to go to a game with my mom because I haven't done that yet. The
Especially in
last,
Vegas.
Also, it'll be interesting to go to a game with your mom. I've never.
the last time she went to the Broncos game, she did go to the It was in Las Vegas, except I ended up not going because I had COVID. So that was fun to put my mom on a plane and send her to go meet my cousins. And but all right, one last thought. Yeah, stop playing with your food, Denver. Let's just go. I get the idea that people have that Sean isn't exactly showing everything. He's got like his script and he keeps it under wraps, and then in the fourth quarter, when we really it's suddenly like fourth quarter things just snap, and exactly like we did in the overtime part of the Commanders when we rained it down. Like, why can't we play that for 4 quarters?
I think Sean's incredible. He's incredibly confident of what our team's ability is, and he has no problem, even bringing up to the line of right before defeat, and he feels fairly confident we're going to come out with a win in those spots. He just believes in this team, I think. So
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise him.
I mean, I'd like to sit with him for an hour and just pick his brain because, I don't know where he comes up with this stuff, but he does. And hopefully,
Sean Spencer.
huh?
Are we talking about Sean Payton or Sean Spencer?
Sean Payton.
Sean Spencer's quite smart, but not Payton. There's a different level in there. All right. Anything else? Anyone want to make a prediction for the score on the game?
I'm just going to note that I said that the Broncos would. Well, I think I said 12-2, but the math is actually 11-2. When they first started, just before they won the first game of this streak, that going into the Packers game, I said they would be.
Yes.
And the prediction continues to hold, and it might extend it. We'll see how it goes.
No, I thought 5, but you did call it.
Yeah, you did. I thought we'd be like 9-10 again, and they're just, except when they try to play with their food, they're lights out. So
I have thoughts on that, but I'll save it for another pod.
I got one little left.
Like sharks with chum in the water. You can see them bleeding. You can see them falling on the floor. Just go for it. But that's the way I am. Yes, Gavin.
I'll just say all I wanted to see from this team was a playoff win, because we went to the playoffs and then a playoff win, and I just wanted to see a markedly improvement. They've already achieved that. This team is very much improved, and I'm at rest with everything. Even if we're out in the first round of the playoffs, I think we've shown enough this season that we do have what it takes, and we can build upon these learning moments, and we will we will get there eventually. So I think we've already won the season.
No, I want that playoff from win.
Well, obviously.
I want us to be
But I
market.
won't be devastated.
Yeah,
I
but
do-
we'll like lose draft position, you see. So
Draft.
I mean,
First
I'll
time
say
we talked
it.
about that.
If for some reason we get the Bills, I think this year's going to be a flip of last year
Yeah, that'd be
because
lovely.
the Bills,
That'd be lovely,
they're not looking good.
especially
So-
in Mile High.
They're going to look good. I don't want to see the Bills in the playoffs, but if it happens, it happens. They're literally the only team that I'm scared of in the first round.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play the Texans. their
That's-
defense is good. With Stroud, I think that's going to be a real close game. I don't want to. I'm glad we got him the first time. I don't want to try him again, honestly.
no
I don't
fear.
want to play Harbaugh.
We can beat any of them.
No, we
That's the one thing. That's the Texans are the team that I think the Jags are the least solid in the playoffs right now. I think the Texans can make a run and they can overtake the Jags. So plus we also play the Jaguars, so we might help with that too. So but yeah, that's Texans would be who I would want to see again. So okay. That's it from a minute. Again, everybody, or if you're watching and you want to know where we're at, we are at Old Crow Smokehouse. Just look for Todd. He will be the host with the mostest this week. And go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Yeah.
Broncos.
All right.